So welcome back. It's a new year. We are still exploring the world of 7th Sea as we continue to dive into these mysterious worlds that these poor players are continuing to go through. But first, as always, Mr. Jason Charles Miller and Miss Amy Vorpahl have a delicious song for you, and this one's titled "We're Back." So I'll let them go. Go now. Sing song.
To pack like a carry to hell. Got lost, got found all in just one day. We got sick, got well, went through a lot of hell, turned all the wrong ways. Don't know what we're searching for, so I guess we'll just keep going. It don't hurt if the bone's not showing. It's hard to tell exactly when you're off or right on track. But then you turn the corner and you're back. Oh hey, we're back. We missed you too, that's right, we're back. We came back to you, oh hey, we're back. It's been too long, that's right, we're back. So sing along, do-do-do, 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 do-do-do. We're back.
Awesome. Well, as I said before, and I will say it again, welcome back to the ForeverVerse, a mysterious tale of explorers jumping from life to life, exploring game mechanics that are not their own, hoping that the next adventure will be the one to lead them home. We don't have a lot of time, but we also have a couple of very special announcements coming back into this new year. So let's hop into that intro, and then I have some gifts for our players. Okay.
Come back right now.
It's good to see you guys.
Hey, hello.
Yeah, I'm super excited to go back into our role-playing game wonderment.
Yeah. Yay.
Are you guys bored of 7th Sea yet?
No.
Fuck no.
Yeah, okay, cool. Because it's just getting heated up.
Yeah.
We're finally on a goddamn ship.
Yes.
Finally.
Well, some of us.
Get us on that ship.
We're back on a ship. That's where.
That was kind of our first.
Yeah, at least we are waterborne. So
We're in the ocean.
You are in the ocean, you know, but I just like to say that, like, after 11 episodes, we're finally on a ship in the swashbuckling pirate RPG adventure. So I hope you guys don't mind. I didn't mean to embarrass you, but I just wanted, I had some things over the break that reminded me of all of you. So I selfishly
Are there sex things in
got
here?
you gifts. There are so many sex things.
Thank you.
Now that you've said sex things, you can open yours first if you want.
Yay!
I gave them all the option of either opening them off stream or not, but they wanted to open them on stream.
This is for me.
Wait,
Or this is for me and Jason.
Jason has his own.
I have my own thing.
Oh my God! Is it really a sex thing?
No, it's not really. A sex thing.
No, you can get creative with this, but no, they're critical hit
hell
D20
yeah.
string lights.
You can put that up in your
Anywhere.
place.
They're not just.
That's year round.
That's a year round.
Yeah, they're
that's not-
evergreen.
yeah, that's constant.
I love it. Thank you, Ivan. I'm gonna give him a
Yeah.
we can all give you a hug in just a second, right?
Yeah, it's
Otherwise,
fine. You're
it'll
also
be a
your
lot.
mini came in from Iron Tusk. And
This is
Stella-
like Christmas. Wait, it was Christmas. Okay.
Yes.
Is it Christmas in
Thank you so
January?
much.
That's a little quick for Christmas.
You're welcome because you're such an illuminating part of all of our lives.
And some wordplay. Yeah.
Little fantasticness there.
All right, who wants to go next?
I think you got to go.
I'll go.
Yeah,
I'll
you're
go.
next.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
next.
Guys, great song, by the way. Great song.
Oh,
Yeah,
You knew
loving
we
it.
couldn't go away and not write a song about coming back.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, like, did you expect anything else?
Yeah, we're-
Oh, paper.
Paper.
Good, good.
oh my god.
Wrapping.
Because you are the ring man. And I know
Oh,
you as the ring
yeah.
man.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the ring die?
Oh, it is.
I have no
Yeah,
idea
ring
what your ring
guy.
size is, but if
Sweet.
none of them fit, then
think
I'll
it'll-
get it
I think it'll
resized.
fit on my. It'll fit on my pinky.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
also if you look, see what the
Yeah.
20 is. I believe I gave you the right one. Do you see what the 20 is?
It's a 20.
Oh, is it a 20?
Yeah.
Okay,
What-
that's
what-
fair.
That's
I also
very
have,
exciting.
I have a different size.
Okay.
That is the critical role one.
Oh, it's a D20. The 20 is a D20.
The 20 is the critical role logo.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Because we all know Garthog, so so.
That's
I
awesome.
think he's coming back soon too.
Yeah.
There's a rumor.
Rumor.
He might be appearing. Again.
And Milton
Love it.
is also
The ring.
Yeah, Milton's in
Milton's
here.
in there too.
It'd be good. You know what? If it's bigger though, I could put it on one of these other fingers. and
Okay.
then it would-
Well, like I said, it's very easy to get it resized. So
Okay, cool.
You just tell me.
Is it really?
How do you
Yeah, how do
resize a
you-
ring?
Because I just
Cut
go
it.
get a different ring size.
Oh, okay. Got it.
That's one way to do it.
And also tell me where you got them because now I'm like, ooh, I
Crit
can.
Success makes them.
Okay.
Yeah, critsuccess.com.
Awesome.
They make the spinner rings. They also make life counter rings. I have a D100 version because my game system's based off of a D100.
Wow.
Well, you know what's funny though is we have not played a game on this show the entire time
That uses a
that uses a D20.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
Oh,
we
it
should
uses
fix
a
that.
D20.
Yeah,
Let's fix that.
Well, the
Yeah.
next system may be a D20.
Okay.
Oh,
Dungeons
maybe.
and Dragons.
Maybe. Yeah.
Is that
what is
fifth
that?
edition?
The
What is
system
it?
that we've
Dragons?
known our
Very
entire
popular.
lives.
What is Dungeons and
I've
Dragons?
heard
I've
of
never.
Yeah, right. That's his thing. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
I love this so much.
I got a big old bag.
You got a big old
Yeah,
bag.
you do.
Next, you got a big old bag.
I'm
Say
gonna use
what?
this bag for so much stuff. It's a really great gift.
You're welcome.
awesome.
I'm glad that you'll carry all the things.
It's just like, remember that video of that kid who's like, an avocado, thanks! Like, he's so happy. that his
Yeah.
parents got him an avocado. The internet knows what I'm talking about.
The internet's they know. Is that the?
Oh, dude, I know what that is.
Oh, you know what that
It
is?
is a night hoodie.
Yes.
You're the
it is.
knight in shining
It's
armor.
a
That's
night
amazing.
hoodie.
That's amazing, bro.
Because you bring justice to the world
That is
and to
so
the internet.
sick.
Very bad.
Amazing.
the best. What is this thing?
That's the cup.
It's the mask. It's the quad.
Yeah, it's like part of
It looks like a
the.
helmet.
It's the
Yeah,
thing.
get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Put it on.
Yeah.
Put it
Put it
on.
on.
Put it on. Put it on.
This is so cool.
We got the coolest shit.
And it's all like individualized too. Like there's thought in these gifts. It makes
Our
me feel
dungeon master
absolutely
is
wonderful
the
for not
best
getting
dungeon
anyone.
master.
If it's going to be a
It's on
gift,
you.
it has to be specialized.
Ivan, this is so nice of you.
But I've brought
Oh
food.
well, that's fine. You guys are very special. So it may. I hope it's not too small. You are a tiny man.
You are tiny.
Well, you want it to be fitted to show off your nightly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that fits great.
Yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
And
Snap it
then
up.
here,
Snap it
dude.
up. There you go.
Snap it up.
Snap it
Bless
up.
you.
Snap it in.
Thank you. That thing fun.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
There's two
dude,
snaps.
just so protected.
Let's make it a little
Wait.
tighter.
That
Fix it,
is
yeah, tighten that up for him.
crazy.
Help him out. Help him out. Give him a hand.
Yeah, on this side. So it's like it's a face warmer. That
Because there's still a few months of winter left.
Yeah, we got some.
Yeah,
cool
there
one.
is.
I get that. Yeah.
oh, and yeah, you can be.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
That's also quite.
Nice.
It's like half knight, half assassin.
Right.
I am here, fair lady, to rescue. Oh no, a dragon!
Oh, yes. Good character.
Perfect.
It's a character.
I'm glad.
So believable. So believable.
Improv skill.
So
All right,
awesome.
Meg, where are you going? Go.
I have an inkling as to what mine is.
Yeah.
And if it's what I think it is, I'm really excited because it's
What if it's not what
something
you think it is? You said
that then I'll be excited as well. But I'll
Sure.
be really excited if it's what I think it is because it is.
Yeah. What is it?
It's something that I put on my registry for the little dude I'm growing.
Yeah.
And then it was out of stock on Amazon and is now going for $100 a pop on Amazon. And it is the ABC The RPG
And the activity book.
And the activity book!
Yeah.
Oh,
Color you and ties
cool.
with your little
And
Oh.
Personally,
signed by the author.
Oh.
Very, very cool.
There is
Thank you so much.
also because I couldn't get it shipped here in time, but whichever one you like in there,
Yeah.
that's your favorite, I'll get you a print of that too.
That is so cool.
Whichever one in the book that you like, I'll get you a print as well. So.
All right, what we have here then, eh?
Oh, that's so sweet.
$100 a pop. Right
That's
now.
crazy.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Because
Ivan.
it's out of stock.
Does that kick back to you or not?
What's that?
Does that kick back to you when it's going to?
No, of course not. No, it's whoever the vendor who manages to have one in stock at the moment
Right.
on Amazon. But it will be back in stock in Amazon too, and that $100 will go down very quickly once it's back in stock.
Yeah.
Fall for the container.
yeah.
Beautiful.
Price gouging.
That's amazing that it sold out.
On
though.
a children's book.
Nice.
A book
Yeah.
for children, and you're gouging the prices. How dare you?
Yeah, think of the
How
kids.
dare you?
Think of the kids.
By 800%.
That's a lot.
You are a persnickety
Yeah, I'm doing
present
a big
opener, aren't you?
Just a very delicate
Just to
opener.
increase the the tension and then.
Right.
You wouldn't survive 1 minute in my family.
Oh no, I used to be that guy. But this time I'm just gonna
Amy's
be like,
family's like wild hyenas with their
Yeah,
presents. It's
we
just
are-
like paper flies everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what? Enough of that. We're done. Oh.
Infinite
That is cool.
Is
Yeah.
that a wall decor?
Yeah, it's wall. Well, no, it's a wall decor.
Fuck,
Classic
yeah.
desktop or wall.
Wait,
I
why?
have
What's his
infinite-
why? What's his reason why?
Oh, your reason why
Yeah.
is because you are literally one of the strongest and most impactful guys who I would take into the dungeon.
Yeah.
Woo!
Thank you.
Because I will go into a dungeon with you any day. That's weird. That's weird. Let's try that again.
No, sex.
Said it was sex.
Hey man, you meant what you said. And you said what you meant. We're good here.
We're good. Yeah, so happy holidays, you guys.
I want to see how it's infinite, though.
Ivan Dungeon Master
Yes,
is
mirror.
best Dungeon Master.
Aw, well.
This is so cool.
I'm gonna say it again.
Really cool.
Ivan Dungeon Master is best Dungeon Master.
A game is not a game without its players, you know. And I would just be talking to myself if it wasn't. So
So would we.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
it uses the mirrors. It uses
Yeah,
like
I see it.
tricky mirrors to. I think it needs batteries because it has lights in
Right.
it.
Roll like
So,
batteries through the lights, but still.
so it
You
looks
can-
like
But you can see.
infinite
Yeah.
You
dungeon
can see it.
corridor.
I want to see that.
That's
infinite
really
dungeon
badass.
corridor.
That is
I
awesome.
can't.
It's like I
We'll
can't.
pass it around. We'll pass it around.
So when the lights light up too, it's like.
So we also have some other business to attend to.
Okay.
Because of Kathmandu 2000.
Yes.
Right before we left for the breaks, he burnt 40,000 Revelo points in order to give Jade, aka Trish, aka Nicole, a Eureka moment, which will unlock an element of the storyline that nobody knows about yet. And we're talking about the alpha character storyline. Like, the 7C stuff is unraveling as we are playing the game, but this
Right.
is like the big picture stuff.
Like, what the heck is going on?
Like, what the heck is going on?
What the heck is going on?
So that is, Damion, these are some lines that I wrote for you. You may or may not need them. I don't know what it is.
Oh,
You said for me.
Don't you'll probably know, but if not, I'll guide you. But you we'll get there. So Kathmandu 2000. I hope you're watching because this is your Eureka moment.
Yay!
Yeah.
As we learn more about the well, we'll see. I don't even know how to describe it.
Linked somehow.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm stoked.
All right. So, and to be fair, this will take about 15 minutes or so. So I apologize for the players who have to be on standby.
Well, watch.
all we have to do is sit back and watch like some cool narrative happen. I'm in.
All right, cool. So Trish,
Yeah.
Jade, as you fell from the bottom of this magical portal that opened up from when the
Angelico was an asshole.
Angelico, the Inquisitor Lord, basically opened up this portal, dropping you in the middle of the ocean. It was 1 minute you're there, and the next minute you're falling through the blue sky. And as you hit the cold water, it sends shockwaves through your lungs and expels the air from the sudden force of the cold northern water as it strikes your body. Flash cut to you sit up with a gasp. And you're in a dark room, which is rich and pervasive. And you notice a small blinking of a red light somewhere in the room that penetrates the darkness. You feel a thin but soft cushion of a mattress below you, as well as the thin sheet spread over your undressed form. A few moments pass with the red light piercing your vision sporadically, and without even thinking, you say the words "light on," and bright fluorescent light illuminates the room. Blinking, you take a moment to focus your eyes and notice that you're inside a small 10 by 10 room with bright white walls, silver accents, and minimal furniture set up.
Oh, God.
There are a few shelves embedded into the walls, and on a side table in a small dish, you see 2 slots open, which reveals... as well as a side table, a small dish which opens up from the top to reveal 2 small pills. You also notice a small acrylic key-shaped card about the size of a thumb drive next to a set of clothes, and you can start to smell the aroma of coffee brewing from an automated dispensary on the far side of the room.
Whoa.
What do you want to do?
Well, this is not Jade's apartment, that's for dang sure. But I'm way into coffee, so that's cool.
Yeah,
Am I the only one in the room?
you're the only one in the room.
This is my private quarters, so it's okay that I'm totally naked?
Yep.
Got it. What do the clothes look like?
The clothes look like a very sleek metallic bodysuit.
Okay.
Essentially looks like a it is like a very slick looking flight suit, essentially.
Cool.
You know. Yeah. And it's all very folded meticulously with the key card sitting right on top of it.
Okay, and can I just inspect the pills? Are they like gel liquid capsules? Are they hard
They're gel
pills?
liquid capsules. They seem to have a clear liquid inside of them, you know.
Okay.
And you continually see, as again with the lights on, you notice that the blinking red light that was just kind of permeating the room previously is now very directly targeted towards a small side panel that's next to a door, which has no hinges or any locks on it.
Interesting.
It looks like a call box of some sort.
Do I have any kind of gut feeling like maybe I'm here as a prisoner?
This is your room. This is a comfortable place.
Okay.
It's also a temporary place, you feel like.
Okay, and is if I reach up, do I feel Jade's short blue hair, or does it feel different?
Your head is shaved.
Oh, shit.
As you touch the top of your head, you feel that you are, and it's not just like military buzz cut. It's like, and you also,
Like bit.
Oh.
yeah, like bits, like bits.
Okay.
You also, as you look in, because there is a mirror that's next to the coffee as well too. You notice that you don't look like someone different. You look like Jade.
Okay.
And you can also see blue tattooed markings on the top of your head.
Do they look like they say anything? Do they look like letters or numbers?
No, they look like a diagram.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I want to take a mental snapshot as I look in the mirror
Right.
of what that
Looks like.
like, so that I have that in case it's a map to something. And then the coffee's in my room.
Coffee's in your room.
I'm gonna
It's
down
already
that
ready.
coffee.
All right, it's really hot.
Awesome.
And also, it has a very it's bitter.
Okay.
But it's not bitter in the sense like coffee's bitter. It's bitter in the sense that you have this moment where you wish that you could get some real coffee.
Oh,
Okay.
it's Folgers.
You know. There's this moment in your brain where you're like, ugh, I hate this dehydrated shit.
Got it. There's no French vanilla creamer anywhere to be found.
No, and you also realize that do you like it black or with creamer?
I like it sweetened when I feel like I'm in for a treat,
Then
and
there's a
because
couple-
I have no idea what in holy hell is going on right now.
Right.
I feel like there could be disaster when I leave this room. So maybe not. Maybe have a treat right now while you can.
Well, there is creamer. So.
Hey!
Great. Okay, great. Yep.
Oh, but they come in liquid gel pops. So, and it's very natural for you. You actually pick up 3 capsules and toss it inside of the coffee, and they melt immediately, and you watch as the creamer pours out.
That doesn't feel right.
So,
Is it delicious now?
it's delicious now.
Oh.
Okay, well that's better.
It's delicious in like a fake dairy way, though.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Interesting. Wow.
killing me.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put on the suit.
Okay, so as you put on the suit, you start donning it, and once you lift it up, you notice that it doesn't have a zipper. It's actually, you put patches over them, and as you inlay onto each one, you actually hear the sound of like pulling on shrink wrap. It's like as you watch as the flaps literally meld into each other, making a perfect seam.
That's awesome.
That is
You
so-
also feel the prick like a tattoo needle hit you at the same time everywhere across your body.
Whoa.
Yeah, so just a tiny little pinprick like a bee sting literally encompasses your entire body all in one time. And the blinking red light that was on the flight suit now turns green. Future day.
Whoa. Okay. So I've got some kind of bio suit now. Who knows what that does? Now for the real question: do I take the pills or not? Does the suit have any kind of pocket or anywhere that
No
I could
pockets.
store anything?
Nothing. It is a slick, clean piece.
Gosh darn it.
You also, out of nowhere, hear a woman's voice in a very soothing tone announce, "You have 4 new messages."
Play messages.
All right. The first one, you hear a man's voice kind of permeating, sounds emotional. Jade, I just wanted to ensure you that you had no further questions regarding your induction tomorrow. I know it can be a bit intimidating despite all the training, but I just want you to know that you're doing a great thing by taking the leap. I'm here if you need anything. Love you. Beep.
Okay.
Jade, I wanted to remind you to eat nothing before you go to bed tonight, and do not forget to wear your biofeedback suit and take your induction pills in the morning before you report in. These details are essential, as we cannot guarantee your safety otherwise. It's very costly and time-consuming to remove you should you have any side effects, and we are on a very strict schedule.
With that, I'm gonna pop the 2 pills in my mouth and swallow them.
Pump the pills. Jade, we're all meeting in the common room to send you off. Where are you? We brought you. What's your favorite food?
Jade really likes manicotti.
We brought manicotti, and you won't believe what Carrie dressed up as.
Carrie.
Beep. We expressly told you to arrive at 0800 hours exactly. That is 1 hour before induction. It is currently 8:01, and you have not reported it.
Jesus.
You have exactly 29 minutes to arrive, or will be forced to cancel the experiment, and penalties will be levied against you, including the potential reassignment to scavenging duties.
Scavenging duties.
Ugh.
The light.
This guy's got a stick up his ass.
The light goes blank, by the way.
This scavenging duties guy, was that the same voice as the first message?
No, it was the
Okay.
same as the second message.
Okay.
The one about putting on your biofeedback
Got
suit and
it.
taking your pills.
Okay, great.
What if the third message was, "Don't take the pills, whatever you do"?
Well,
Put the wrong pills here.
then Jade's
amazing.
impulsiveness would have backfired. Okay, so at this point, I'm Jade. I become overwhelmed with like, oh crap, I messed up, and kind of reverts to like back in school, like when you have that nightmare
late
where
for
you're in high
school.
school and you're late for class.
Yeah.
So yeah, I slammed the coffee, got the pills, got the suit on. I'm gonna grab that key card and go towards the door with no locks or anything, and assume that the key card is some type of magnet lock and try
It
to...
actually looks like a thumb drive that has, the only thing I'll say is that it looked like there was a reader for the key card in your room.
Okay.
But it is a universal reader. So there is an opportunity to look at the key card before you leave, or you can just get straight to where your destination
Oh,
is.
yeah, I want to read the key card then.
Okay. So you pop in the acrylic key card, and it actually operates an LED touch screen, which is displayed on the wall through 4 very floating points in the midst of the area. And you see that several diagrams and schematics pop up with 4 topics. You also notice at the very bottom there is a timer, which is counting down from 30 seconds, which means there is probably only enough time to look at one of the topics.
Okay.
The topics are Project Thanatos,
Yes.
induction tanks, induction suits, serotonin, or dimethyltryptamine.
I have to go with Project Thanatos.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
I agree.
So-
I like that decision.
You tap Project Thanatos, and you watch as several schematics pop up of probably one of the most intense server rooms you've ever seen in your life. You know, and it is essentially a giant column of different pieces of hardware and electricity. And you can see that large power cables are coming out, and you can see that the lines are actually leading into the earth, powered by geothermal energy. So it basically just gives you a basic breakdown. Project Thanatos is the brain around the experiment, and it is meant to. It is essentially. It is the purpose of the experiment in order to get the results looking for. Unfortunately, it doesn't say anything more specific than that.
Oh, damn it.
But it's very clear in that Project Thanatos is essentially a large server machine that is keyed into the induction tanks and is powered by geothermal energy.
Great. Power geothermal.
So you watch as the counter goes down.
As it's going, I'm like desperately pressing the next one, trying to.
Briefly, you look at the induction tanks. It just kind of shows large Bacta style tanks as they pop up. You push the induction suit. You see as several. You watch as you saw tiny needles literally push inside of your body, but you don't manage to get to serotonin or dimethyltryptamine. As it watches. As the 30 seconds left highlights green and the screen goes blank, and you watch as the key card sounds to be processed. You can hear the sounds of like a heating, and you look to see like an orange glow to where the key card receptacle was. And through the clear acrylic, you can see the plastic being melted as it pops out a small plastic round chip.
Whoa. All right, I'm taking the chip with me.
Great.
And let's go. Yeah,
Right.
late for class. Here we
Late
go.
for class. So as you leave the room, you don't know why, but you immediately start down the left, taking turns occasionally left and the right, as if you know exactly where you're going. As you continue to walk, you see a silver sphere with several eyes like a spider, zooming along a rail down the hallway.
What's
As you
up?
get closer, it speaks to you in a pleasant woman's voice. Are you the one named Jade? Remind me what your last name is again.
Jade, oh gosh, it's been so long. Jade Everstein.
Everstein. Are you the one named Jade Everstein?
Yeah?
I'm instructed to escort you to the induction chamber with force if necessary. Do you comply?
I certainly comply. Let's head on in that direction.
Excellent. Follow me.
I love that so
At
so
this
chill.
point.
I'm just gonna like bewilderedly shake my head at this thing.
So as you continue to follow the thing as it goes through, you go past several clearance routes, which you, for some reason, hold the poker chip up, and that becomes your key card.
Wow.
That allows you into each part as you go from like from yellow security to red security to ultraviolet security to black security. As you go deeper and deeper into this very sterile complex, that you see not one person as you continue to walk through.
Huh.
As the automated doors open, you see a 6-story tall cylindrical chamber stand before you. In the middle is a large metallic pillar which you recognize as the diagram from Project Thanatos.
It's the induction tank.
Well, it's not the induction tank. It's the giant server machine.
Oh, okay,
6 stories tall.
Great.
That is, again, it just looks like a giant central core.
Got it.
You know, and you see around it 5 different induction tanks, which all look like giant Bacta tanks. And as the door opens, you hear a klaxon is blaring, and you can see a large timer is counting seconds, and you can see that it's about 30. It's about 30. So it actually has 4 different slots of time in it, with 30 being in the 3rd slot or in the 2nd slot. You also notice that a tall, dark man in a lab coat runs towards you and grabs you by the arm.
You're late, quickly.
I'm sorry that I'm late.
They've already been under for 30 minutes. You're losing time.
Okay, what do I have to do?
Okay, it's already been several weeks in there. Normally there'd be a lot of pomp and circumstance to send the team in, but since you decided to sleep in.
He grabs you by the arm and starts pulling you in through the long gangway as he leads you to a gurney and lays you down as you feel clamps kind of come across each one of your legs, and you see a large helmet start to kind of come down across the so basically Project Thanatos has a large cable that has a helmet that seems to be coming down inside of it as it's slowly being lowered towards you.
Nathaniel, is this normal?
Yes. Yes. It's all part of the procedure.
You're 100% great. It's all part of the procedure. You're about to go under. They've been under for a while. We got to get you in there.
So the large helmet comes down, and you can see in the helmet there are several much larger needles that are inside of it. And as it settles itself inside of your head, you feel sharp pain as and the shock of the needles wake you up in the cold water as you hear the sounds of seagulls and the smell of the ocean permeates your senses.
What the holy fart?
Fateless is holding you above water with one hand while grasping some wood from the balcony in the square with the other. Boom.
You okay? Hello?
I
lost you for a second there.
Wow!
What's going on?
Wowee! I just remembered the most trippy thing. Maybe it's just because I had the wind knocked out of me because I hit the water, but dude, are you a scientist involved in a giant experiment? Just answer me that. I mean, I know we're like doggy paddling in the middle of the ocean right now, but like I need this answer.
That's impossible.
I don't think it is.
Have you already made a discovery? Why aren't we seeing it?
A discovery?
This can be more for the other side.
Okay.
You can leave it there.
Right, okay.
Because that's stuff that he would say on the other side.
Right, copy that.
But with you, it actually depends on how much you remember from our conversation. So.
I do remember quite a bit. Yep.
Go.
Yep. Be like, wait, do you remember coming in?
Yeah. The weird bio suits and the induction tanks and Project Thanatos, like it all just hit me. It sounds like a super trippy dream. I know. Don't think that I'm nuts.
No,
I know it sounds like I'm nuts
exactly
right now.
What you're talking about, actually?
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, mayhaps we should table this conversation for when we're probably not going to die.
Yes.
Because we've already established if we die in this world, we totally die, right?
Out of nowhere, feel a large bump hit your leg. As you
Slimy
look
bump?
down and see a large swimming form.
Well, that's not great.
Occasionally
Shark
nudging
Week.
you and nosing you in the midst of the water. So now let's go back to
And this portion of the game was brought to you by Shark Week. Coming up on the Discovery.
on board the Crimson Rodger with Santiago, Hope, and Milton. So I mixed up the beta and alpha names. I got to get back into it. You three are currently on the deck of the Crimson Rodger, and as you look before you, you see that the entire deck is is decked out in black ebony wood.
Ooh.
Wow.
With red and black sails flapping in the wind as you
Expensive.
watch the ship go out of port. And it seems to glide with an unearthly amount of precision and barely lists, despite the general crashing of waves, you being inside of the cove, leading to the side of the fort. So, as you plop down onto the deck, you have several of the pirates on the ship kind of get involved, rough you up, try to essentially take you and start binding your hands.
By the way, I've had worse done.
And you watch as Captain Reyes kind of comes up amidst her flopping her red hair to the side as she kind of takes her tricorn hat
Ooh, Captain!
From one of her subordinates and saunters up to you and goes, "So, about this deal we made. I don't feel like upholding to it anymore."
Excuse me.
Well, let's just say that I'm still yet to be convinced. I know that you took out 3 of some of my best men, but at the same time, how am I not to know that you are planted here by Angelico or some of the other Inquisitor types?
The Inquisition has caused nothing but certain, let's say, not all of the Inquisition, but the Inquisition fanatics have caused way more trouble for us than we even ever wanted.
Well, that's all well and good, if that's truly what you mean. But still, more of a show of devotion is going to take more than that to convince me. You see,
I cannot show devotion with my hands tied. That isn't how I work.
well, I'm sure you'll be creative. You see, the Crimson Rodger is one of the most notorious and well-feared ships for good reason. I can't just be having anyone come on board. You see, coming on the Crimson Rodger is a bit of a commitment, you know. You could say that we are married to our work.
Interesting. I often say the same about mine.
Oh, and you see, what is your work, by the way?
I dabble.
Well, you see, there is a bit of a conflict, as you see, because, you know, as much as I do enjoy a good rabble-rouse, I cannot be having such faithless devotion such unfaithful members of my ship not committing themselves 100% to my cause.
If the choice is commit or die, you know what my choice will be.
And that is?
Die? No. Of course it's commit, and I think the rest of my crew will... My crew is not my crew. The rest of my friends will say the same.
Good. Well, then your commitment will be shown over in time then. Great. And she throws you essentially a set of sailor's outfit to change into, which is similar to some of... it's actually very plain and simple wear, and you notice this based on the contrast of some of the other pirates who have baubles and trinkets and seem to be decked out. It's kind of like you get your green suits,
Yeah, okay.
so to speak. She tosses them.
Or red shirts.
The red shirts. The green. Yes.
Hopefully not, yeah.
As you watch as the deck goes out of port, and you watch as Captain Reyes kind of escorts herself towards the captain's quarter. Yes. What would you like to do?
Get changed? Like, because I am wearing...
Did we all of us get suits?
Yeah.
So we're like unstrapped. Okay.
I guess that would make sense. It would be hard for, as soon as you say commit or die and you say commit, that's when they start unbinding you.
Okay,
wonderful.
Cool, that worked out. I want to
go ahead.
I want to turn to my friends and say, "Where is Nicole and Fateless? We must find them. Where were they last? I feel like I hit my head and have forgotten a few weeks."
I just know if we leave Fateless behind one more time, we're never going to hear the end of it.
I
I've got a dart ready for its neck. Pipes up again.
Where did they go?
You know, you and I were the first on the ship, and we saw.
I was the last one. I went the long way around.
Yes.
I couldn't
So
tell you.
sometime between the time that I hopped onto the ship and the time that you did, where did you see Fateless and Nicole?
They were battling
On Helico.
on the ramparts of the jail. Do jails have ramparts?
I feel like that concluded and something else happened, but I also
That's what I saw
feel
last, though.
like I've been hit and knocked out and can't remember things. Things seem like they were weeks away. Years even!
When
years!
in reality it was moments.
I know.
Did no one see what happened to our friends?
I definitely did not. I was being potato sacked.
I feel
onto
like
a
I did,
pirate ship.
and then I forgot. But at my age, you know, can you forgive me? Please.
Sure, okay.
Let's yell for them.
Okay.
Yell for them.
Nicole!
Where are we on this? Like, where is the ship in relation to...
The ship's coming out of the cove,
Okay.
going out into the open water.
Fadeless!
So, like, a mile away from this prison that we were at.
I wouldn't even say that far, like a quarter of a mile.
Quarter of a mile.
Still,
Yeah.
You're still going out of the cove into it. I am interested in seeing a finesse plus notice between you guys, because you're not in a... Well, actually at this point, you're not in any real drama. There's no situation here, so I don't mind just telling you to keep the story up and moving. Because normally you would just do that kind of... You would roll up your raises if there was a dangerous situation. You're not in a dangerous situation. You do notice as you continue to go out into port, you can see several seagulls that seem to be circling amongst the open water. And as you
Away from the cove or back in the cove?
away from the cove,
Oh, okay.
and you guys are continually going out into port, and you can see this circle of seagulls, and you actually see two bodies in the water.
Oh.
Very hard to tell who or what they look like, but you definitely see two figures bobbing in the water.
Over there, look! Use your young eyes! Look!
Oh, I see them. Nicole!
My
Fadeless!
They're so far away at this point, you won't be able to.
Oh, I knew that. Yes,
Okay.
yes, I knew.
But yeah,
Captain, we must turn the ship around! Our companions are in the water!
No, we're going the right way.
Oh, never mind, keep going straight!
The thing is
Thought you said it. Okay.
in the water, like you guys are coming out of the cove, and it's one of those things where you see them off on the horizon, but you're definitely not going towards them.
Oh. Mr. Reyes.
Capitan!
You have to go and knock on the captain's door. If you would
Done.
like to do this.
Are they within a mile of us or no?
They're within half a mile.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have eagle eye, which means I can see for 1 mile.
Yeah.
Boom.
So would I be able to see?
Oh, you can see the ship.
And would I be able to see that they're on the ship?
You'd
though?
also be able to
Yeah.
see the ship. They're doing this whole thing. you know.
Okay. Okay.
With your eagle eye, I'll make it so that you can see not just them, but not just the ship, but them as well. you know.
Okay. Awesome. Fearless! They're on that ship. Yeah.
Deep conversation here.
All right. As you knock on the door, you watch as the door is opened, and you can see a finely dressed man in a full valet garb. Open the door.
Cabin boy, fetch the Capitan, please. It is of utmost importance.
He fixes his bow tie. Really goes. Excuse me, cabin boy.
I apologize. Bow tie boy, go fetch the Capitan.
May I ask who's inquiring?
Guess the person who is going to make her very rich. Go get the Capitan, please.
Oh, you want to see? One moment. Will you wait for me?
TikTok, though.
No,
TikTok.
I'm going to jump off of the boat. Yes, of course.
Excellent. He shuts the door in your face. Comes back a few moments later.
I just met that guy. I hate that guy.
I did start off by calling him cabin boy to be fair.
He opens the door and watches as he opens it and ushers you inside as you go into the captain's quarters and notice as you come in through first the antechamber, you go into a much larger room, which has an elegant, beautiful table laid out with two ceilings or two stories worth of books that line around the entire back of the ship. It's like an elegant mahogany library, that is laid out in front of you with a desk that has the faces of essentially lion claw bases, but with lions' heads carved all the way up.
Did me and the captain just become besties?
I like your stuff. I like your stuff.
As she like sits in a very unelegant way in her chair with her feet on the very, very beautiful table that stands in front of her as she peruses through a book. You can also see there is a globe that seems to be spinning of its own accord, sitting next to her desk as well too. So he goes, "Yes, now what is it?"
Remember how I said there were 5 of us?
Yes, I do recall something like that.
The other 2, they're right in. They could be right in our path if all we did was go a little more west.
Oh, that's all very interesting. Why?
Because you would have 2 other crewmates who would be committed, as you say.
But I only have 3. I only have room for 3 at the moment. You did kill 3 men, so...
Do you want me to kill 2 more? To open the room up? You know I am capable.
Yes, well, I'm sure it'll be a little harder being it is on my boat now. And
You would
at the
think so.
moment, I was feeling, well, generous. So, no, if you kill more of my men, I will definitely not be making more room for them.
All right, understood. I bow and leave.
All right. She looks to you two and goes, anything else?
Yes, shit. Okay, fine, here's the thing. There are 5 of us because we are on a quest for revenge. But on the way to this quest, we know of a secret location in the North Sea that no one is aware of. That you, a woman of such fine intelligence, must surely be aware of. That we have all of us agreed to go to this location, find these riches that are of an unimaginable wealth, use them for ourselves to enact our revenge. We only need a small portion. You see, the Inquisitor has killed all of our family members. We are in search of revenge for him. That is all we care about. If you get us these 2 other crew members and get us to the North Sea, and if we do not guarantee you the most gold and wealth you can ever imagine in your life, you can kill us, strike us down. For this, spit in my hand. I promise you, I swear to you.
She's...
On the grave of my dead wife.
She stands up and kind of saunters over to you and... You had me at revenge. And shakes it. So these other 2 of your companions, you say they have the information leading to your secret destination?
We all 5 of us agreed as a pact, all of us need to go to this location.
You watch as she comes up to a service bell and she dings it and then speaks into a horn to the side of him and goes, 15 degrees port! As you feel the ship till over and you, Fateless and Jade, now watch as the ship is starting to veer towards you. So, as you continue to paddle closer, you watch as ladders are thrown over and you have the ability to basically climb up the ship as much as you possibly can.
Do we still have Slimy Guy attacking our feet?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the sharks.
Oh shit, the shark. Yeah, let's roll for that.
Let's roll for that.
Good job, Trisha. Remind me.
You're being attacked by a shark.
What are you doing?
What side are you on?
Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of time for the ship to get there too. So let's
Also, we didn't definitely know they were sharks.
Could have been dolphins.
Could have been
Bottlenose
dolphins that were
just there
helping
to-
nudge us in the correct
That'd be so
direction.
much fun.
Oh my god, please roll and make it a dolphin.
The dolphin.
appear
The
riding on
angry dolphin.
dolphins.
So the dolphin.
I didn't really predetermine what they are anyway. Let's have the tarot
I know
card.
you named them sharks.
Leave it up
Famous,
to
do you
the
wanna do
tarot
it?
cards.
Did you just remind the guy who does the peril of the peril?
Yeah.
Like, wait, we were in danger and might die.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm that kid that's like, didn't we have a quiz scheduled for this morning? I'm sorry.
Trash wine. No mean,
And
do
you,
you
of
want
course-
to pull from the
Yeah,
tarot?
because she doesn't have any wounds, so they wouldn't be attracted to her lack of blood. Anyway.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You're bleeding.
Yes, if anybody's gonna get.
Ooh, that's
nibbles
good to
on
know
it.
too. Well,
Thank you.
then it became
Take
much
the
more clear
dolphin.
what it should be.
Bloodthirsty dolphin.
A
It's a
dolphin
manta ray.
or a
You are the one.
mermaid, perhaps.
Oh yeah, mermaids exist, right?
I want to look at it. Let me see it. What was it?
Oh, mermaids.
Let me look it up real quick.
Merman, Dad. Merman.
So this card is strength,
Well, strength of the beast, though.
No, not necessarily.
which is also energy. To become strong, you must face your weakness without silencing your conscience
Nope, don't like it.
or the suggestion of reason. So with that, I think the best way to interpret that card is that you're continuing to paddle through the ocean as much as you can, but you occasionally still feel the nudging of these creatures below you. And you look down, and they definitely appear to be sharks.
Well, go ahead and make haste.
Yeah. And the piece of wood is big enough to... Now, I'm not going to get all rose and titanium on you on it, but it is definitely enough to put one person on you. So whoever's going to be in the water is going to do brawn plus weaponry to fend off whatever's going on there. The opportunity here is there is... Well, no. There is no opportunity here. You're out in the middle of the fucking ocean. So the consequences is wounds, of course.
Yeah.
And succeeding is obviously fending off the sharks.
We are in the world of 7th sea. It is a world of chivalry.
Okay.
I cannot possibly allow you not to climb on.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm the one that got us into this mess, so...
So who's going on the ship?
She's gone on the wood.
Who's going on the wood?
You're going on the wood.
You guys are rocker.
Can I, before I get on the wood, if I am the one to get on the wood, can I take out my cube?
Oh man, yeah.
It's worth a shot,
Suck up
right?
that shark into that
Suck
cube.
up that shark into that cube!
And
Or
then
at least spin him around, get him
get
all
on
dizzy.
the wood.
All right. Are you gonna shove that thing in the ocean?
Yeah, I'll see what happens.
Oh, you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
This will be the
Lower
first
switches.
time that you put this cube in the water. So
Yeah, but that wasn't an ocean.
it was.
It was a
big
big ass
gushing
river.
river,
I thought it
yeah.
was a big ass river.
Oh, it was a big ass river that was leading out into the ocean.
Yeah.
So a whirlpool starts to form.
Okay.
You know, and you watch as your ship, as your piece of flotsam starts to spin like violently around you as it starts to
Nicole?
the centrifugal motion.
Can I hang on to it with one arm? I'm gonna yell, hold on!
What are you doing?
And you can see as the ship, as it was coming towards you, starting to see this whirlpool form around
no.
you.
Oh my God! Can we in the crow's nest? There's that rocket launch rope.
Right.
Oh, we're hitting a shark. I'm climbing up it.
Yeah.
Climbing
Yeah.
up it.
All right. All right.
Either that or harpoon or harpoon the wood and like
Or
give
maybe
them
hit
the
our
rope.
friends.
Do not miss.
Yeah, or
Guys,
maybe
duck.
that.
Go under.
This isn't a brutal system like Outbreak Undead. Don't worry about it. This is all about glorified storytelling.
Okay.
So yes, if you want to go and since this is a situation, you're more than welcome to roll up. What would you like to finesse in?
There's a ladder right there at the edge of the ship.
Finesse in weaponry?
Just sailing.
I
Yeah.
can finesse in weaponry. So I get in the crow's nest and I look down, because I go like this, and I look down to my friends and I'm like, Stella, Milton, it's our friends, it's them.
Yes.
And then I look back and I see a fin and I went, oh no, it's very bad, it's a shark. It's a shark.
And then you watch as the whirlpool starts to form.
Hey, it's a cube. She took the
Milton, you know how to sail a ship.
cube out.
Milton, grab the wheel. You know what this whirlpool means.
Well, where am I in relationship to the wheel?
You're on the deck and you can get to the wheel if you want. It's not a big ship. It's a 2-mast,
Okay.
you know.
Sailor, turn that ship to the right, or we'll be certain death.
I think you should sail it.
I was, yeah. I mean, that.
Fine, I'll grab the wheel.
That's up to you. So if you want to go up there,
I'm saving your life, young man. Get out of the way.
He's so
shove him out of the way as you take the wheel of the Crimson Rodger, and you watch as the helmsman turns to you and goes, "Oh man, this is." Excuse me a second. I have to find my accent, my piratey accent.
Yar.
Your old man. This ain't no normal ship. This is the Crimson Rodger. I should tell you that she's very fickle, little mistress.
Well, I don't know how fickle she'll be when she's in the bottom of the ocean. Turn to the right, sir.
You watch this. He if you want to take control of the ship, I'm not gonna have you not take control of the ship. But he starts pulling the wheel to the right and goes,
She's very equipped for whirlpools.
you know, all kind of a manner of unnatural phenomenon. But I do know how to navigate these things. And you continue to kind of pull it so that your back is at least to the side of the whirlpool, so it doesn't.
Okay. Yeah.
Then
into it.
What I'm going to do is climb down one of those ladders and get closer to the ocean in case I can grab one of them.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
Nicole? What are you doing?
So the sharks just scatter.
Yeah.
You know, they take
Nice.
off. They do not like any of this.
That's
going
awesome.
on around it.
I wanted to shoot a harpoon.
Well, you're gonna shoot it right now.
I did it. I rolled
How many did you get?
2 successes.
2 raises. That's
raises.
enough.
Yeah.
Did I kill a shark?
So do you want to spend a raise to kill a shark, or do you want to spend a raise to hit the deck?
To grapple them up quicker?
Do you want to hit the flotsam, or do you want to hit a shark?
Or the jetsam. Sorry.
I don't know. If I hit what? Kill the shark? I want to kill a shark.
Yay!
See, you two watch as a giant harpoon.
What does Richard Dreyfuss say when it blows up? What does he say at the end of Jaws?
Smile, you son of a bitch.
That's what I'll say.
Nice.
As it kind of like comes across in a wide arc as it dives straight into the ocean, and you watch as blood starts to just erupt from the water as you start reeling it in, and you see the shark is
As
like
I recall,
violently
don't sharks get
making
violently excited?
violently making waves as it's continuing to be pulled into the boat. So, Nicole, what are you doing?
So the rest of the sharks have scattered. We can see that at this point.
Yeah, they've definitely scattered. this
Okay,
thing.
then I'm gonna take the cube and take it out of the water
All right.
and hold it up high, and look at Fateless and say, "If we're gonna make an entrance, let's make an entrance, right?"
That I cannot disagree with.
So as you two climb up the ropes leading up into the deck of the ship, there's also the shark that's being
I'll help pull
reeled
the
up
shark
on the
in.
next side of you. Famous, you're gonna grab the shark?
Yeah.
Are you gonna do that one of those things where you grab it and flop it on the table and go, "Meat's back on the menu, boys"?
I mean, it's like you read my lines.
All the pirates cheer.
I was actually going to say, looks like we've arrived with dinner.
All right, boys, shark fin soup's on the menu tonight.
As they pull a shark up, you can see a couple guys carry it off to start gutting it and prepping it. As you two make it up and meet the 3 on the deck.
Nice. High fives all around.
We made it! We made it!
Oh, wait. Because I'm below you in the display
Overlay.
on the screen.
Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Ooh, down that way.
Hopefully that doesn't look
was
pornographic later.
Careful with the internet.
That felt okay.
So all 5 of you on the deck of the Crimson Rodger.
Is Captain
dinner.
Reyes around?
I look. Not Angelico. Santiago. Is it Santiago?
Yeah, Angelico's the bad guy.
Angelico. But you were
Alejandro.
Alejandro this time.
Santiago's.
No, I'm.
Oh, Santiago is your real name.
Is your alpha
correct.
name.
I'm Alejandro.
You're Alejandro. So, Alejandro, I apologize for just leaving. What I was going to do was just take the wheel from somebody and just guide the boat toward our friends anyway. But
Perfectly okay. Milton was there when I promised unfathomable riches.
Oh, I'm sorry, you promised what?
Good job there.
We absolutely cannot deliver.
if we cannot...
Well, wait.
Team meeting.
Wait. What did you
Here's
promise?
what I said. You should all know what I said. I told her that I told the captain that we needed us 5 to pull off a a job which we know.
A job of revenge.
A job of revenge, yes. But on the way to the revenge, we need to find a large pile of treasure in the North Sea, is what I promised her, which is now where we are, I'm assuming, heading to, because that was our original location that we needed to go. That's where we got the cryptic messages to go to. So anyway, long story short, I told her, if you get us there, we're going to give you most of the treasure. We only need a little bit to exact revenge because the Inquisitor killed all of our family or some bullshit. It doesn't matter. The point is, as I said, if we can't deliver the treasure, you can kill us. But guess what? We'll be gone, so it doesn't matter.
Alejandro.
This sounds like an involved promise, and those are the only promises I tend to enjoy.
Alejandro, did we not already travel there and obtain the treasure?
But then it was robbed from us.
But if it was robbed from us, it would not be in the location we have currently.
At least we can see where the guy who made the ship was, right? Didn't the guy who made La Lupas? He came from the north.
Yes.
But he did not come from the location.
Now, that map that we procured, would that have any bearing as to things?
You haven't even looked at it yet.
Let's bring it out.
All right, well, let's look at that map, huh?
I do love maps.
Is Captain Reyes on deck?
Or she fucking her manservant.
She did come out. She did come out to introduce herself to you too.
Perhaps we should wait on the map
And give them their suits. Their sailor suits.
Its name on the map, May.
Oh yeah, good call.
Oh, in front of anyone else, you mean?
She addresses you, Alejandro. Goes. So, do you have everything you need now?
Yes.
Excellent. Well, I do so look forward to hearing more about this tale of revenge. I do so love good, exciting stories of strife and death and rebirth. So, come.
Me and my compatriots know a little bit about those things.
Excellent. Well, come. Let's all have dinner.
Fantastic.
You will be my honored guest tonight.
Serve me.
As she escorts you back into.
Does that mean we don't have to change into this garb?
Oh no, you must of course change into the garbs. I wouldn't have it any other way. You see, the thing about captains is that you have to exert a certain amount of control on your ship. Well, what's the point?
I get it.
So put it on.
Are there ones for us too?
Yeah.
Okay.
They fit.
They fit perfect.
Would you
I
like
can
us
make it
to?
embarrassingly small for you if you like.
Would you like us to do this
This should be
here,
a little-
or are there?
Oh no, I have a room for that.
Okay, and Estella is like, would you like us to do this here or no? Okay. She puts
Don't
it
tempt the boys, my dear. They've already been starved from shore play. So
Shore play.
shore leave. Sorry, shore.
No, I like shore play.
Shore play is better.
Shore play is much better than shore play.
Sometimes the words I come up with are better than
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
shore play. Somebody write that down. That's a good one.
Sure.
Don't neglect the shore play.
No.
You go in and you go back into this room that I described for you two, who didn't have a chance to see it before, but you go in and see this magnificent library. And
I'm going to start drooling.
right. And she points to you two and motions over there and goes, "You can change in the hair room." And she motions to a small
What
side.
room?
She motions to a small side door that goes inside of the.
She's talking to us?
Yes, to
I'm
you
still
two who
trying
haven't
to-
changed yet.
I'm still looking at the books.
Actually, none of you have changed yet, if I'm regret.
No.
So she directs you up to the harem. I'll be waiting out here and provide. I'll be waiting here, and we might have some brandy before dinner. So she motions to the left. Do you guys want to go?
Yeah, let's all go in there together
There's a
and
harem.
have a
Go in there
secret
together.
conversation.
So you go into the main room, and it's not excitingly huge. It's about the size of like a deluxe cabin suite or something like that. But as you go in there, it's filled with incense and lavish pillows, and you can see three men with wearing speedos are kind of just lounging in there. And they're all various body builds and types and darkness of skin tone.
Interesting.
As they are like just doing the things that you do inside of a harem, which is mostly being bored.
Manavisha.
Tell me about it. So boring in there.
as they all kind of sit up and look at all five of you come in, and you watch as they start to attend to dress you. So
That's weird.
Oh, this is very strange.
Yeah,
I've got it. Thank you.
I let it happen.
So after you're all changed, you come back out to Reyes' main room, and You can see that in the time that it took for you to get changed, a large banquet table had been laid out instead of her mahogany desk.
And a super nice ship.
Yeah.
Super
know,
nice
right?
pirate ship.
Super nice pirate ship.
Yeah.
If you guys are going to get stuck on any ship, you are going to get stuck.
One of the best, she said.
I love it.
Much better than that.
As you lay out a table set for 6. So with her at the
Sorry,
head.
a table for what?
6.
Table set for 6.
6.
Yeah, that's
Gotcha.
right.
Yep.
Okay,
I was
cool.
on.
L60.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, that's a good question.
So as she sits you down, all of you, you know, the waiters are essentially waiting with the brandy bottles on the side. But as soon as you all politely sit down, we're gonna do. You're in a situation here because there is some danger involved in this for sure. Not only because it's now time for you to put some class on if you don't want to insult Reyes, and 2, like you're in a bit of a situation where there's some truthiness involved inside of your story. So how do you want to approach this?
Well, I believe somebody took the
This
lead
dinner.
on.
How do you want to approach this dinner? Sorry.
Somebody took the lead on revealing our sordid tale. Perhaps they should be the one to tell it.
I'll take point.
But all of you
along.
should probably consider how you want to approach this because remember you can spend raises to help your friends as well too.
Of course.
Okay.
So tell me how you would like to approach this dinner.
I would like to read the room as much as possible. I would like Alejandro to read the room and read Captain Reyes as much as possible. Whatever vibe she's putting out, roll with it.
Got
and
it.
I'm going to speak vaguely, but still seem like it has purpose and direction, but still sort of feature vague details. And what I'm thinking in my head is, okay, we have to come up with a bullshit story, and all 5 of us have to have the same story, and we all have to be on the same page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be setting it up for these guys to spike it. So what I'll do is I'll say, this is kind of the overall thing. This is how we all met. The most recent member of our crew is Fateless, and the Inquisitor killed each one of our family members. Here's my personal story.
Remember,
Milton,
all
what's
trails
yours?
lead to the mountaintop. So
What's that?
all trails lead to the mountaintop. So we don't necessarily have to have been killed. Our families don't necessarily
That's
have
what
been
I'm
killed
saying.
at the same time.
That's what I'm saying. So I'll be like, this is how my family was killed.
Right.
Milton, you got a harrowing tale. Take it away, and then we'll just do that. So I'm setting it up for them to spike it.
So that's fair. So do you feel like that's more wits or panache?
It's probably panache.
That
It's
says
just
to me
it's
panache.
storytelling.
Yeah.
It's reading the room, holding the room, and
So how about some panache and convince for your raise then?
I like it.
For your role.
I like it.
How about you, Miss Nicole? How would you like to approach this dinner?
I would like to stay silent and observant for as long as possible. So I'm gonna approach it. I'd like to approach it thinking more of like a, using notice, like wits and notice.
Wits and notice? That's fine.
Yeah, and just.
So you want to be the fly on the wall.
I'd love to be the fly on the wall, but ready to speak when spoken to in a respectful way, but not the first one to jump in.
So wits and notice then for you.
Yep.
How about you, Fateless?
I would like to, obviously there's going to be some storytelling involved, so that would be panache and probably perform, because I'm going to give this harrowing tale of how my family was lost to me. This is the only token I have, and of course...
You want to make it convincing.
Yes.
That's what you want to do.
I'm better at performer than I am a convincer.
Well, no, I'm not convince as far as not convince as far as the skill goes.
Right.
But like you want to make it, you want to make the story convincing.
Right. I'm going to tell her my tale, but make it the Inquisitor's fault that I was running
You
from
can
my
do
family.
panache and perform if you want.
Yeah.
All right. How about you?
I would like
Stella?
to use, because I've encountered this woman before and had some success with her by being as cutthroat as she is. Like, I made some really terrifying decisions, and she was totally on board with it.
Yeah.
So I want to use the same tactics, show how cutthroat I am, like how like a dainty flower I look, and I'm a thorny rose underneath. So I want to use panache and empathy.
And empathy?
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds totally legit. And Milton?
I would like to use resolve and perform
Okay.
to really back up his story
Okay.
and tell mine.
So you want to wingman it a little bit. That's fine. So you said panache and
I said resolve and perform, but
Resolve
it
and
can be.
perform's
I mean,
cool.
whatever you think is.
No, resolve and perform's honestly great. And remember that since this is the first time you've used this skill in this storytelling session, you always get one bonus die.
Yeah.
Because the point of 7th C is that they want you to use a variety of skills. So whenever you use a new skill, like if you can approach all different situations and not use the same skills over and over again, you'll always get a bonus die.
Got it.
All right.
Sweet.
Still 3.
Great. Now let's see Captain Reyes's resolve.
How badly does she want us home? Shit. Oof, oof.
Right. 2. Okay. All right. What do you look like raises wise? 4, 3, 3, 5.
Yeah, I killed it.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Pretty good.
How about
I
you?
got 2 10s.
Oh,
Smooth talking is what Stella does.
Yeah. Look at that.
I got 110. That's it.
But I would still like to defer to
That's fine.
Alejandro.
Well, he's 5. He gets to go first. Oh no, you're
I'm
5.
I get 3.
So then you can get 3.
Got 3. Yeah.
Okay, great.
So 3, 3, 3, 4, and 5, huh?
All right. So,
5, 4, 3, 2,
as you all sit down at the table,
We need to go soon.
and you can see that her valet, Deschamps, is also in
Is
there
he
as well,
like-
too.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how hot is he?
He's like an 8 or a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's there to look pretty.
There is as you will learn with Captain Reyes, in her inner circle, she only wants the most attractive people around her, even if her entire crew can be a bunch of cutthroat pirates. So, so as Captain Reyes sits, you watch her as she kind of slinks back in, and that's at the moment when you start to notice like the rolled up Persian, or not Persian because this isn't Persia, but like very soft and elegant Oriental rugs are rolled up, and you can just basically see booty, you know, like laid out in her area, like she's ready to, like she hasn't sorted through it all yet.
Not like butt.
Not like butt.
Although,
in the harem.
But
yeah, from what you tell me, there's
Booty's over
plenty
there.
of booty.
There's booty in the hair, and then there's booty in the back. So, but as she begins to sit down, you watch as she like slowly slinks in. All of her movements are very soft and silken as she kind of comes in, and you can also tell that she's managed to make a costume change in the time. She has a very eloquent velvet purple dress that she's now wearing as well, with an emerald the size of my fist that's sitting on a necklace with a diamond and a brooch holding her hair back.
Treasure is not really that much of a draw.
As she sits down and goes, so, tell me about this story of revenge that I'm so anxious to hear about.
Alejandro. You have the
So I got 4
floor.
raises.
Yeah. And your first raise will probably be to kick it off with a
Kick it
start.
We have all 5 of us met under different circumstances. The newest member of our crew is famous. As you can see from his physicality and his presence, it is a very welcome addition to our crew. We have joined forces because we have all of us learned individual clues to find this treasure. It is so incredibly wealthy that it will make you foam at the mouth and froth at the eyeballs. when you
You've
see it.
mentioned.
Yes, but most importantly, the Inquisition of my home country, Castile, has taken all of us and all of our loved ones in most despicable and horrifying ways. My own brother was taken from me.
So
killed
you're all
in front of my eyes.
victims of the Inquisition then.
Yes.
Yes.
It would appear that they have definitely put their sticky little fingers amongst all of our...
This is true.
Well, they're not known for the subtlety either. So,
I saw it happen in my own homeland, a place that I loved so
so you're
very
from
much.
Castile then?
Yes, I am.
And
But I no longer call it home. I am a wandering soul looking for revenge for my brother. He was killed in front of my eyes by a horrific man.
How was your brother killed?
He thought he was going to a safe place. And he was betrayed by the Inquisitor because my brother found out that the Inquisition itself was poisoning this land. So he slit my brother's throat right in front of my eyes. From that day forth, many years ago, I have journeyed across this place, learning new skills and acquiring new allies.
Do you know this Inquisitor's name?
Yes, I do. And that's how I know my story is true. His name is Angelico.
Angelico. So the same one who, well, attempted to condemn all of those misfortunate souls.
Of course, including your own.
So your revenge is complete then?
He's not necessarily dead.
Oh, really? I do recall such a fanciful battle with you up there in that delicate balcony. So, take a raise for the Angelico bit.
Got it.
So just because that took a little bit of extra convincing, I do have to admire your prowess with the sword. You certainly do know how to use it. So, you being the most newest member of this group, how did you find yourself amongst this ragtag tale of revengers?
I'm from a place that I have never been. Well, not in my memory, at least. I was torn from my family as a child and taken to the north, Ventimignaria, where I was raised by a man who did not tell me my origin until much later in life. I traveled some, I learned some things, and I realized that this is the only thing that leads me to my past.
And you're referring to your badger.
The necklace, yeah.
The necklace. Yeah, the necklace is in there. Ah, I see.
I was taken from my homeland at the behest and with the blessings of the Inquisitor.
Fascinating.
He is the only one that can tell me where it is I have come from.
So he has the secrets to your origins, then. You watch as the valet de chambre strikes and goes, Madame, if I may interject. Of course. Sir, if I may be so bold, the Inquisition is not known for keeping secrets of Northerners in most bases. Do you have a particular reason that this Inquisition would be holding your origin back from you?
I am not from the north.
Then where are you from?
That is the question.
Yes. Spend a raise. So, well then, that's all well and good. Tell me more about this treasure that I am so looking forward to.
It is in the north, in the Trade Sea, on an island that has never been visited by man. But it is where the Inquisition. Well, why is your brow furrowing this way?
I'm just. I can just tell you that I've sailed most part of the North Sea, and I've never known to have a knowledge of a secret island anywhere.
Well, that's because it's a secret.
That would. She kind of just you. Yes, well.
We believe the island is. We believe the island is protected by dark magic.
Oh, yes. Well, dark magic does that.
I said
You see, I've been taking a large part of my life, and as you can see, my collection here, to study various arcane arts and various dark magic, if you will, and I may or may not know a thing or two about what might lie in the North Sea. I am just curious as to see if we are on the same page of what that is.
Do I recognize any of the stuff that she has alluded to in the room?
Well, do you want to bring that up, or do you just want to look around to see if there's anything catching you at the moment?
If there's anything catching me that I can tell what it is.
Do you want to spend a raise for it?
Sure.
Okay. So you you suspend a raise, and as you're looking around, Nicole, you're kind of doing one of these eye darts, like look, 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 find a thing, find a thing, find a thing. As the conversation continues, or while they're talking, you're kind of just absorbing the area around you, and you very distinctly see an old. It's laid up in a frame, and you can see an old piece of parchment that has a sketch on it of what appears to be a very intricate-looking gear. You know, it's similar to what you saw in the fisherman shop.
In the shop.
And it's also similar to... I'm trying to find out if you've encountered it any other time up to this point as well, too. But it is extremely similar to what at least you saw in the fisherman shop. That much I can say for sure.
Would I be able to identify what it's called or anything like that?
Yeah, it is the Antithecaria mechanism, which is something that we actually have in our world as well too.
I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, familiar with it. But you are familiar with it only in that it's the Antithecaria mechanism. So, which is a very, very old artifact that nobody knows what it does.
Oh, yeah, I'm also a scholar, so.
You could burst a raise if you want to. In this process, if you want to bust out some knowledge and spend a raise for it, go for it. So, I just want to make sure that we are both on the same page of what I can expect.
Well, I can see that you've had some adventures and collected some nice things. That sketch of the Antithecaria mechanism is very nice.
I see that you have an interest.
I do. I collect things myself and hope that they become useful in this journey.
Don't we all hope that all things become useful? So, yes, I unfortunately had to acquire that off the skin of a man, and you look at it a little closer and you realize that what you thought initially was parchment is actually human skin.
Nice.
Unfortunate to say that he wasn't too happy about it. But, needless to say, it is one of my most treasured pieces in here, yes.
It's quite a prize.
One of my few unconquered quests. Do you know more about it, or is this... What can you tell me?
I can tell you that I've seen another with quite a similar sketch.
Oh, well, there's sketches of the mechanism. It is steeped in legend. Most people talk about it as a key that opens a portal to another world. But that is truly just a fictitious way of saying that it is a key to a tomb that holds unbound treasure. So, which is why I'm very interested in what you have to say about it.
I'm just gonna kind of like
we have been tracking Angelico for a long time, and he has used a teleportation device. I have not yet seen it.
The sorte, the blood magic.
That's right. The treasure that we are seeking, one, is almost 100% definitely infused with blood magic, and two, has powers beyond the reaches of any man, including the Inquisition, and the reason we must get it first is it must not go to the Inquisition.
Right.
I would much rather have it in your hands or our hands or anyone else's hands.
Well, the Inquisition is known for using blood magic for all the different devices, but I am told that their power mostly comes from their, well, devotion, you could say. So,
I am convinced that this island has been through a teleportation. They were able to totally transport the entire landform.
So you're saying that the Inquisition is transporting this island?
They have some hold over it, is all I'm saying. They have some way of shrouding it from our eyes.
What do I know about the what is it?
The Antithecaria mechanism?
You know, I will spend it.
It's essentially an analog computer.
Okay.
You know, it was used essentially to make. No one really knows what it was for, but it was clearly used to do complex mechanisms,
right.
And it was used to kind of. The best that I could tell you and how I interpret the Antithecaria mechanism is some people said it was potentially used for navigation.
Right.
Some people said it was, used. It does have bronze gears inside of it. It was made during the Greek time.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people who think that it's alien tech, and there's a lot of people who think that it was meant to like decode a mystery, like it's essentially used as like a Stargate, if you will. You know.
The research I have done on the Ankatheria mechanism suggests it is a key of sorts.
Yes, that's consistent with my research.
A key that opens the door to...
Spend a raise, by the way. So.
A key that opens the door to untold treasure, which for some is tangible and for others is travel.
Right. Well, I am simply curious as to, I guess what I'm interested in more about is that, do you have this key?
We don't have it, do we?
We do not.
Wait. The key itself we do not have, but information leading to where it might be.
I also think that I also think it is important to note that some treasure is not merely beautiful, but also for the mind.
Well, the mind is all well and good, my dear, but the mind does not bring me wealth beyond measure.
No, but power brings you wealth beyond measure, and with knowledge you can have power.
That is true, but I am very good at collecting knowledge. You see, the knowledge that I'm seeking is actually what I'm hoping you to bring me. If you have a potential lead into where the Ankatherian mechanism is, then I am most certainly interested in doing business with you. If what you're telling me is false, and you're simply attempting to save your skins, well, I won't need the excuse of having a diagram on your back in order to skin you alive. So, with that said, by the way, during this course, you guys have been eating dinner, kind of participating inside of it. She dabs her cloth on either end of it and starts to sit up and goes, "Shall we adjourn for coffee?"
I'm in.
Absolutely.
Sure. Are we still at the point where we can give raises to other people?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can always do it.
I have to take off. I'm so sorry, but I want to use my 2 raises that are left to whoever needs them in the upcoming conversation.
Okay.
Nicole will stay silent and mysterious.
That's fine. We can also have you
For the
just
rest of the coffee.
adjourn to the
That's perfect.
to your cabin as well.
Nicole's not feeling well. And she's
Okay,
going to her
go
cabin.
learn about babies.
Yes, thank you. I will do that.
Baby learning.
I will do that.
Baby learning.
I need to learn to take care of a penis for the first time in my life, so I'm gonna go do that.
That's really
It's involved.
I have many jokes that are
Must not make
inappropriate. For
Right, when I read that, I was
I know,
like,
right?
let's not make joke.
Hi guys, thanks for watching.
I'm gonna be a gentleman here. Not
Yep. We're all
Let's get closer together.
So as Reyes kind of pushes her chair up and you all stand up, what are you going to do, I guess?
I'll stand up, of course.
Yes, let's join.
As you all kind of stand up, you can see as servants are beginning to clear off the tables. The dinner was awesome, by the way.
Great.
Oh, cool.
They know how
Like-
to cook a shark, eh?
It was like it was the shark which was prepared. It was like prepared in a way that you could still see the shark.
Nice.
But they had gutted it open to fill it with stuffing and all the fillets.
The stuffing was made of humans.
Yeah.
Ballsy!
And of course there was
Blood of the
like
enemies.
dates and fruits and other
God, I'm so hungry right now.
other foods. Yeah. So as she continues,
Oh, I had some wounds. Do some of those go away with the rest and the heat?
Oh, well, you were refreshed. All of your dramatic wounds, I believe.
I don't
All your
have any.
regular wounds are gone, but your dramatic wounds will take some time.
I only
As
have
always.
regulars.
The regulars. All
Regulars.
your regular ones are gone. So as you continue to kind of walk into her study, She comes in and you pick a couple of lounging chairs to sit on. And by the way, for whatever reason, since you're in the ship as well too, you have not had one moment of seasickness. Any listing or any movement that would suggest that you're even at sea.
Awesome.
You know?
Do I get the idea that magic? She acquired this from someone else, or was this hers? And
do you want to spend a raise to kind of?
yeah, and also like, is there magic infused in the ship?
Okay, so a raise. There's definitely magic infused in the ship.
Okay, that's kind of obvious.
That's
so,
a little
yeah.
obvious.
All right.
If you want to spend a raise to kind of like get a little bit better of a gauge on if this is her thing or not.
Yeah.
So, based on Ray's character that you've met her and talking to her a bit, the library, the harem, the study, all of it kind of seems to be something that speaks of a much older, more legacied kind of ownership. Like, she's a pretty young and, very, very successful woman at what she's done, but there's no way that she could have accumulated the library and put together all of this kind of stuff in her lifetime so far, unless there's something weird going on with her age.
Totally possible.
Totally possible.
Blood magic.
Blood magic.
But that's what you can gather. Is that this ship seems much older than her. So, and that would insinuate that she either found it or inherited or something like that.
Okay.
So as you kind of are escorted into the study, and you all take a lounging, she kind of sits down and goes, so, I have to be completely honest with you. I have been stuffed up inside of that cozy dungeon of theirs for weeks at this point, and I appreciate you taking the time to indulge with me a little bit in my more luxurious, habits. So, it's good to have good company, and it's good to have good business partners. So, I'm looking forward to taking this time in order to find out more about our mutual goals. And she holds a coffee up to kind of cheers you.
I will.
So, you know what? I'm feeling particularly sassy. What say you to a little fun? She rings over the valet de chambre and goes, would you bring out the emerald casing, please? And you watch as, the valet de chambre looks at her and goes, Madame. Yes, Madame. And he walks away and comes back with a chest that has studded with very precious gems inside of it, and it seems to be a little bit of not unlike a chest of this size, but as she opens it up, you can see there's a green paste inside of it that doesn't really have a particularly strong scent. It's a little musty, but it's essentially a paste. And it has a tiny silver spoon inside of it.
Do any of us recognize it? What that paste is?
Does someone want to spend a raise to figure it out? So, Fateless. No one else is... Actually, I'm just going to write it, because it's even better that only you know.
Yeah, I feel like I would have to change my
Approach.
approach.
Well, if you're going to change your approach, you'd have to spend an extra raise.
I'm not willing to do that.
You know?
You look pretty sweet in that.
So cool. I know.
In that armor.
I know, that looks
figured.
Armor. Yeah.
Okay. And she opens the spoon. She takes the spoon and then just puts a spoonful inside of her mouth and goes, The delicacy of the gods, ambrosia for the mind, body, and soul. Would you care to partake with me?
Is it good quality?
What's that?
Is it good quality?
Oh, God.
I'm gonna say.
Oh, probably the best you've ever seen.
Okay, I'm gonna say this is I'm gonna say this. You must be a true woman of character to, or of consequence to have come across such a fine fine version of hashish.
I only hope for the best. So I'm sure a man of your stamina and vigor can appreciate an occasional drop down into the mindless eye of God. So as she holds the chest and kind of, the Valet de Chambre basically hands it to each of you.
I'm in. Let's get fucked up.
Yeah, let's all trip together.
As long as it's all natural.
I'm only an able drinker. I'm not an able stoner.
No, but that doesn't exist. So maybe
I
you
know
could.
it doesn't.
Maybe you could apply that.
Are you going to take?
DM may let you apply that. You don't know.
Well, able drinker says that alcohol never adversely affects me, no matter how much I drink. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty specific.
Yeah, this is a little different than that. So.
Able stoner.
Able stoner.
Can we create that?
Keeping your wits about you. Milton, are you going to take some?
Of course, of course.
All right, so you spoon a bit of the. It is very rich. It's rich in that it has a unique flavor, but that flavor is almost, if it makes any sense, it's a very neutral plant-like texture, but it was prepared in such a way that it seems smooth, you know, which it doesn't have that hoppy and that earthy kind of tone that you would associate with really bad hashish. So, how about you, Stella?
Yes.
Doesn't taste like dirt.
I knew I recognized that from somewhere. This was from one of the absolute best experiences I ever had.
Well, my dear, I can tell you
3 other people.
I can tell you that whatever experience you may have had, I can only tell you that your experience will be better, because there is nothing better. This is from the Far East, and it is one of my most prized possessions.
Well, I am flattered and honored to share this with you, and I definitely
scoop it. Great. Fateless.
I was going to say, my pursuit of the physical activities is only outweighed or competed with by my love of expansion of the mental.
Well, I hope that your eye will be open in a way that only the scholars, the businessmen, and the priests all look to something greater in their life than what they are. The businessman with gold, this is better than any mountain of treasure that he can find. The priest, finding the purpose of God, he may speak to God with this. And to, what did I say, businessman, priest, and scholar. And to the scholar, the knowledge that they can unlock will provide them with an experience outside of their own. They may never be the same person again. So, cheers. San.
I cannot top that. Sure, my turn. So beautifully said. I'm going to do a sneaky move.
Oh, sneaky move.
I'm going to put it in my mouth, but then hide it under my tongue. Probably still get super high, but I don't want to do the whole deal. I don't want to.
Okay.
We're swallowing this, right? This is all we're doing with this paste? What are we doing?
Everyone's swallowing it, but yes. So you want to try to.
So you could do the.
So I'll do you one better. How many raises do you have left?
2.
And the free one.
And that one.
Yeah.
If you want to spend 2 raises, I'll let you do like a sleight of hand that makes it so that you don't take it.
Something.
Yeah,
But
something.
it makes it seem like I do.
Even if it's one of those like, if I may feed you this, it's one of those you scoop it in with your hand, you leave it in your mouth, but then as you dab your face,
Take it out.
you spit it out.
Yep. I'm pulling a Bruce Wayne does this. Batman, he never drinks alcohol at parties. He will pretend to drink alcohol, or he'll like throw it in a potted plant real quick, and then be like, "Oh, so good," and pretend to be drunk because he's always got to stay.
Right.
focused. And
Or
so
just tell the bartender he's a former alcoholic. He doesn't want to feel weird, so put water in there instead of vodka.
you could do that. Batman probably does that all the time.
And by Batman, you mean millionaire philanthropist Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Wait, they're the same guy?
Ba-ba-bum. Okay, so spend 2 raises in order to
Not trip your balls off.
not trip your balls off.
I'm going!
I was my character's seen vampires and shit. I didn't want to go to a deep dark place. Like I didn't want to see like my brother getting killed. Like oh shit, the vampires! Like I didn't want to do
You
that.
could probably have a really bad time.
Yeah. No.
I want to see the light.
The next moments of your life, as you continue to kind of sit and go through coffee, you all essentially go so deeply inward that, like, it becomes, you are unaware of anything around you. Like, I'm actually interested in this. Is something, if you guys want to do, that we can talk about later. Maybe we can post it online or something if you want to write out what your character's trip was.
Yeah.
I would love to hear that.
Yeah, dude.
I'm in. And we can, like, post it on Twitter or what have you. You will not go through this, but if you want to maintain the illusion that something's going on, then you could probably spend your final raise or your final benefit to go through this, because this is kind of where, and I think we have to assume that Nicole did it as well.
She retired to her room.
Oh, she retired to her room.
Yeah, she didn't.
She had food poisoning.
Oh, but I think we should give her that option because she doesn't know what she was
have that option.
Yeah,
So
she might want to
we'll
write
ask
out
her.
a trip.
We'll ask her what she is when she wants to do it. So, but you three are pretty much KO for the rest of the night, leaving into the morning, and you, sir, are very aware. So,
Wait, how much can we do? That thing's right.
So, one thing I will tell you that's for you specifically is once you start to see these three with their eyes rolled back into their head and kind of lolling about it, and as you're kind of keeping your wits about you, you do notice that the valet de chambre and several of the men from the harem essentially pick up the bodies of these three, you know?
And me.
And you, right? And basically move you out of the study, and you hear Reyes as you're going to carry the map. Grab this stuff and sort through it all. We're going to find this map. So,
Oh, dick! What a fucking bitch!
No.
Guess we're gonna have to kill her. Take over the ship. Sucks.
Pretty sweet ship.
Yeah, man. We're taking over.
I think with that we will end this session.
Man,
Wait,
man.
she never said kill them. She said find the map.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Not necessarily.
It's a risky business.
We'll have to see.
That's true.
You guys, there could be lots of things going on. She just may want to corroborate your story. Who knows?
Right. Which will be corroborated.
But she also pretty much also offered to skin your backs as well too.
Yeah, she
I'm not
wasn't.
saying it's
She
all,
wasn't
but
coy.
I didn't
about
like
it.
that very much.
To be fair, though, she also made it very clear that she that if you guys kind of secured yourself a little bit, only in the sense that you know where you at least presume that you know where the destination of the Anclotheria mechanism is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna need a visit from Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy's still on the ship, by the way,
Oh yeah, he's one of them. He's
Right.
one
One
of the
of them.
pirates.
but he hasn't made himself apparent, or at least you need to go and find him.
Right.
Want to go in through it. So with that, we will stay until next week, as we are getting closer to, I would say, the end of this chapter with the Seventh Sea.
What?
No.
We're not there yet. No, we're not there yet. But you know, it's definitely we are on the path towards it. So at this point, I actually don't even want to call this like an Act 1, 2, or 3 because that would be unfair to the destination that you guys are on at the moment. But before we sign off, Mr. Sack's car does have something he would like to share.
Announcements.
Come.
Take a chair.
You have the floor, sir.
It's actually weird that this happened to me in one of my early shows. Hi, everybody. I wanted to take a second here. Earlier today, a few of our moderators, a few of our mods had to step down as mods. They had to put down their sword, as they say. And this was Uber, Gem, Iced Hulk, and Lee, amongst some others over the break. And I want to take a second here to thank them for their service and tell them how much we appreciate all the work they put in. Some of these folks have been mods for a very long time, and they've done so much for this channel, and thank you.
Yes.
And of course, mods are volunteers. We can't force you to work here any longer than you want to. Nor does the device I've built seem to work yet that would make that happen. But the point being, we love you guys. Thank you for your service. No doors are closing here at Geek and Sundry. Building community is such a huge part of what I'm about. I want the Geek and Sundry community, the Critter community, the Team Human community to be a place people can come to and get what they need, and I'm never going to do anything to make that all but available to everyone. So please, wait, I might have double negative that. You knew where I was going, chat.
You're a good person.
We got you. We'll pick up the
my point being, thank you to the mods who have had to put their swords down today. Thank you for your service. Thank you to the mods that are still with us. Thank you for your continued service. And mods, we love you. You're, in many ways, one of the faces of this channel, along with all these people here. And we will continue to try and make this a community that people can be proud to mod for. So thank you very much. We'll see you guys on the next step. And we're going to go out at that. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching this episode of ForeverVerse. Make sure to like and comment and subscribe as we'll be releasing episodes on every Thursday on GNS's YouTube, starting with the first episode right here. If you'd like to jump ahead to the current point in our campaign, you can always watch us live on Twitch, Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you want to watch ForeverVerse episodes that are available right now, you can always go to ProjectAlpha.com. They are all there for you. And if you want to watch episodes that we've already released on YouTube, there's this fun little playlist right here. Thanks. Goodbye.